Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack complex stuff and hopefully give you some clear insights. Today we're diving into the world of tools, specifically a product causing quite a stir. Klein Tools KNECT Impact Socket Adapter Set. We've got a great YouTube review from Savage Reviews to help us. Our mission, figure out if this system is, a genuine game changer for you, or maybe just a pricey fix for problems not everyone really has.
It's really interesting from a market strategy angle. Klein rolled out KNECT aiming to tackle what they termed tool compatibility chaos. The source even called it like the USB-C for wrenches, which is quite an analogy, right?
USB-C for wrenches. That's bold. It definitely suggests a big ambition to standardize things.
Exactly, trying to streamline connections in what's, let's face it, a very fragmented market. But unlike USB-C, KNECT is proprietary.
Ah, okay. And that changes things. So let's get into it. What exactly is the KNECT system? What's it supposed to do for folks on the job?
Right. So KNECT kind of revolves around these patent-pending adapters. The idea is to make sockets and bits work across different tool systems more easily. You've got four main types. A square drive adapter for quarter-inch sockets onto KNECT wrenches, an impact adapter for quarter-inch drivers.
Okay.
Then there are dual drive adapters, mainly for their flip sockets connecting to ratchets, and also expanders to bridge different size drives. The key thing, and this is important, is they're impact rated.
Impact rated, so they're tough.
Yeah, exactly. They're machine steel, built to Klein's usual standards. They're designed not to break under the torque from power tools, which, some cheaper adapters definitely might. Think about quickly swapping drives in a tight spot without changing the whole tool head. That's kind of the efficiency promise.
Okay, the engineering sounds solid, but, and this is a big but highlighted in the review, the price tag is around $40 for just 4 little bits of steel. That feels steep to a lot of people. So this Klein tax concept, what's that really about? Does the tech justify the cost here?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is Klein actually solving a problem everyone has, or are they solving a problem that maybe becomes more apparent because they introduce the specific system? The Klein tax isn't just the price. It's sort of the perceived premium for buying into a proprietary ecosystem.
An ecosystem? Like their storage boxes.
Exactly. It ties into their mod box system. For some users, that integration is brilliant, super organized, very efficient. But for others, it feels a bit like vendor lock-in. You're encouraged to buy more Klein stuff because it all fits together so neatly.
Right, I see. So it forces you down a path, potentially.
Potentially. Especially when, let's be honest, traditional socket sets often work just fine across different brands of ratchets and impact drivers without needing special adapters.
So it sounds like the feedback is pretty divided then.
Absolutely. You have the Klein loyalists, people who really value that build quality and how seamlessly KNECT works with their other Klein gear. They love it. Then you have maybe the more tool-agnostic pros. They look at the price and think, well, my standard stuff works fine. Why pay extra?
Are there specific KNECT features people do seem to agree are clever, even if they debate the system overall?
Oh, for sure. The flip socket design, having 2 spring-loaded sockets in one piece, that's pretty neat. And the color coding for metric versus SAE is handy. And the pass-through socket capability. That definitely solves real-world problems.
Pass-through. Explain that a bit.
So imagine you're trying to tighten a nut onto a long threaded rod. A normal socket bottoms out. Pass-through sockets let the rod go right through the center. Super useful for things like installing fixtures or working in cramped electrical boxes. But other brands offer pass-through solutions too, often without needing a whole adapter system.
Gotcha. So there are alternatives that don't lock you in quite as much.
Right. We even see electricians, for example, who might use specific KNECT tools for those tricky access jobs, but stick with their standard sockets and wrenches for everything else.
Okay, so for you listening, trying to weigh this up, what's the bottom line on KNECT?
Well, look, KNECT definitely brings innovation and that typical Klein durability. If you're already deep into the Klein ecosystem or you highly value that kind of tight integration, it could be great. But if you're buying it as a standalone thing or you mix and match your tool brands, you might feel like you're paying that Klein tax for features or solutions that maybe you didn't strictly need or could get elsewhere.
It really leaves us with a kind of provocative thought, doesn't it? When a company like Klein brings out a new proprietary system, is innovation always about solving existing universal problems? Or can it sometimes be about strategically creating a new way of working, a compelling system that encourages you to adopt it wholesale, even if it costs more upfront?
Yeah.
Something for you to chew on.